Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great today. Sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. A tiny bit of family drama has happened in my life, so that made me just wanna not really do anything, kind of put me in a bit of a funk. But then also, I was in Glastonbury for about 4 or 5 days, so obviously I was having a mini holiday, so that's why I also wasn't uploading. But I am back now. As you can see, in case some of you are blind, I have a new piercing that I really like. I'm very aware that I look like a bull now. But I like it. It's the main thing. So, hi! In today's video, we're going to talk about Nightwish, and we're going to carry on with the series. This is the last album that I have fully listened to. I have not got a physical copy of it, but I've got the album on Spotify and I've listened to it. And I just want to give a disclaimer that I do reviews on this channel about music albums, and I'm not saying what I interpret the lyrics and the music of is not 100% what the actual group, band or artist is actually saying. This is just a viewer's opinion, so it's not fact, so don't take it as fact. So I've mentioned before with Nightwish that sometimes they'll have like weird or either unspellable for me kind of song titles. I've got the song tracks on the computer that's right next to me. There's 13 songs altogether. There's a couple that I can't read, so I'm gonna show a video of the list and then state all the songs, and then I'm gonna just say the ones that I can't read. So the screen's probably a bit blurry, but I think you should still be able to read it. So if I'm going to go in order, it's the first one is Dark Chester Wonders, the second one is Wish I Had an Angel, the third song is Nemo, the fourth one is Planet Hell, and then the fifth one is Greek, Mary's Blood, the sixth one, is Siren, the seventh one is Dead Gardens. I think this is one of the ones I can't really read. The eighth one is Romanticide, I think. And then the ninth one is Ghost Love Score. The 10th one, I literally can't read that, so yeah. The 11th one is Higher Than Hope. The 12th one is White Knight Fantasy. And the 13th one is Live to Tell the Tale. So out of this song list, I have 5 favourites within the album. I will say, I'm going to be honest, like I always am with this album, with this channel. This is probably my least favourite album of Nightwish. I can listen to it, like the full album, and I have a couple of times. But in my opinion, compared to the other 3 that they've done that are earlier, like, it's not as soulful or not as good in my opinion. But again, that's just me. Obviously someone out there will love this album. But my favourites are Dark Chest of Wonders, Wish I Had an Angel, Nemo, Planet Hell, and Ghost Love Score. So Dark Chest of Wonders is the first one. This one I would say is more the beat of it. I would say that the bass guitar is quite prevalent on this, from what I can gather by the sound of the track. And I think that's one of the reasons why I say it's one of my favourites. I do like some of the sound effects that's on the songs. Like, I don't know what you'd call this, but Tarja kind of like does this sound that's almost like a operatic sound like what she normally does, but instead of like really long, beautiful words, it's literally sounds itself. It's almost like a what kind of thing. But like, obviously, her version is actually talented and operatic. So I like that sound as well. Something that I also want to note with this album is they have changed a little bit of their sound on this album. If anyone on here that hasn't heard of the album, they basically incorporated a male vocalist that does kind of like shouting and screaming in there. I personally think it was a cool choice. I think that his tone and Torio's tone was very much like a Beauty and the Beast, a soul and water thing that actually works together. So they have like the opposite sound, and I think it went well with the sound of Nightwish. So he's foreign, so I can't pronounce for the life of me his last name, but I know that his first name is Marco, and he has like a really long beard that's normally plaited into, and he has like really long straight hair as well. And then my second favourite is actually the second album called Wish I Had an Angel. So to my knowledge, this is actually the first song that you actually hear Marco's voice on this album for the first time. Like, the first track, it's just Toria, but then on the second track, Marco kind of appears near the end. And I have to say, with the track of Wish I Had an Angel, I think the whole screaming thing that Marco does goes really well with the lyrics, talking about how someone fell from heaven. Like, to me, that's what the lyrics are saying. And that the woman was like so graceful, but then she fell from heaven. So it's like she got introduced to evil. And to have someone screaming is kind of embracing that mentality of the fallen angel anyway. So I think, like I say, because of his screaming ability, it has helped the cause of Nightwish and the particular song. Now, the next one that is my favourite is Nemo. Nemo is probably the most recognised Nightwish song that's out there. Like, if you're not a fan of Nightwish but you like rock music, you will probably know this song because it's one of their commercialised ones. So, I love the lyrics to this, and the music video to it is very gothic, dark and cool as well. But just the lyrics to this song is really good to me. It's basically talking about loss of memory and loss of oneself to me. And when she's like, oh, how I wish for second rain, oh, how I wish to breathe again, oh, how I wish, la 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 la. She's wishing that she can be remembered to whoever she's singing this song to. And the fact that it's called Nemo, it's from the movie, I'm guessing, Finding Nemo. And she's like, there's a lyric in there that where she says, Nemo, my name forevermore. So it's like, remember my name forever and ever. So I love how the lyrics are like, remember me because I feel like I'm so important to you. Next one is Planet Hell. So this one I would say is more the symphonic gossipy sound to this. I think that's why I say it's one of my favourites, because I like the whole, there's a bit in it where the sound is like ha 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 ha, but then it's obviously I'm just one voice, where there's like loads of voices piled on top of each other in that track. So I like how that starts, and they mess around with a lot of kind of singers' voices in this, and I think that's why I like the song more than others. You know, Nightwish always has like the same emotional lyrics, but I don't feel fully connected to them like I do with like Amy Lee's Evanescence's voice. But they're still good. But it's definitely not lyrically driven for me. I think it's just more production and sound driven. And my last favourite is Ghost Love Score. So I actually have a bit of a story when it comes to this. So I think I mentioned when I've spoke about Nightwish that I only really listened to Toria's career in Nightwish because to me she is the voice of Nightwish. Where there's been two other singers that's been after her, and I have nothing against the singers now, but I had almost this annoyance and almost hatred towards the other women because I was a bit like, ugh, why are you there? Why is Toria not in this band, kind of thing, and I just dismissed them and said that they were bad singers when actually both of them are really good. But I actually the most recent singer of Nightwish is Floor Jensen, and I got first introduced to her, voice-wise, when she sang Ghost Love Score live on YouTube, and I was completely amazed and blown away by her voice, her tone, and her rendition of the song. Like, Nightwish fans, you might try and kill me when I say this, but I think her version of Ghost Love Score was actually better than Toria's. And it made me rethink about Floor. So I've actually started listening to her music when she was in her past bands. So After Forever and Revamp. So I like her as a singer, but I still stand by what I say that Toria is Nightwish and she will be the only singer that I listen to that is of Nightwish. And I would say this song for me, it's the perfect mix of like classical sound, rock music, beautiful operatic sounds, and the lyrics is just so good. And there's like a lot of choruses within there that has like a lot of long notes, which obviously show both Floor's and Toria's vocal ability. So it's kind of an all-round thing for me, Ghost Love Score is. Like, I would say it's my favourite on the album. Like, it's probably the favourite that I listened to on the Once album, just because it's so good. It's very long as well compared to the other tracks. Like, I think it's over 10 minutes, so it's almost like 2 tracks in one. But it's a very emotional song, and it goes through different motions of being more heavy, then it slows down and becomes all eerie and classical. So yeah, it's got a lovely story and a lovely sound to it. Okay, I think I've mentioned everything I need to mention about this album. So if I was to say who I think would like this, so I think pretty much with most of the Nightwish ones that I've done, I've said because the person is a classical opera singer who is singing it, that I would still say that people that are into classical or into opera would like this, and it could get them introduced to rock more. I would actually say now that they've incorporated a male singer that does screaming, I would still recommend that classical people listen to this, but I would actually say specifically with this album that also just normal metalheads and rock fans would be into this, because even though it is mostly opera, obviously Marco does scream in there as well, so there'll be more of that rock element to it. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you agree or disagree with Nightwish, or if you like then tell me what your favourite albums or your favourite singer of the 3 is. If you want to talk about it in the comments, let me know. I'll link my Twitter socials down below if you'd rather talk to me on there. It would probably be a bit more private. And I'll also link my other YouTube channel where I talk about my experience as a gay guy, or I talk about the non-woke experience of being an LGBT rights person. So hope you like the video, and I love you guys.